Okay, what about physically? Do you have the same type over
You have to be taller.
Taller?
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they have to be 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
I'm 5'4".
5'4" is tiny. I'm so sorry.
Fine.
You're 5'4". Oh my god.
Oh my God. The reaction. It's tiny.
It is tiny.
It is tiny. And that's a fact.
It's okay.
Yeah. It's totally okay.
Yeah. I think it's very cute.
It's cute as
Yes.
Thank you.
What are we doing here, B? The best part was, half the time, it just went over their heads.
Can I love you though.
I just met you.
I know, but still, there's something about you that I just love. It's like, I've never
God,
been
you sound like every man in LA.
No, not
I'm the same way. Like, it just makes life easier. I like to be pampered.
I love you so much.
Yeah, I like Delta One.
Yeah.
So I went to England last year.
But I want to say that you both are very pretty.
Thank you.
Yeah, and in a different life, you know what I mean? Maybe there was some things happening, but and just be completely honest with me, do you see us hanging out again?
Not a chance in hell.
See, that's better.
Okay.
So I can go through the pain now. So you're right.
So an Aussie Instagram girl living in LA thinks that Bobby Lee, a little Asian boy with a podcast, is typical LA. Right. Yeah, I don't think I like her. But the thing I love most about these types of podcasts with brain-dead baddies trying to monetize their incel audience is how they so openly and unknowingly share their red flags. Let's start with Mia Malkova. They were discussing their dating preferences and how they go about first dates and just their general approach to relationships, and that's where we get red flag number 1.
See, I'm very non-confrontational, so I'll be like, "Oh yeah, great! Like, yeah, we can hang out next week," and I just won't ever respond to your text message. Yeah.
You ghost them.
Yes.
Wow.
It's very obvious if I'm interested because I don't play any games when I am. Like, I'm very upfront. Like, I won't play. Like, I'll respond right away. But it's very obvious when I'm not.
Whoa, okay, let me just try to understand this for a moment. She doesn't like playing games, she's non-confrontational and makes her intentions clear, but if she doesn't like you, she'll tell you she's excited to hang out, and then she'll ghost you. Yep, that makes sense. That's some mad baddie logic right there. Oh, and by the way, if you're new here, I just like saying the word baddie. Anyway, let's see what else she had to say.
I've always been a first date person.
You f***ed on the first date?
Yeah. I mean, if I'm interested, it's going to happen on the first date then.
Wow.
I'm impatient.
Oh,
Yes.
Do you pursue it?
I pursue it, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Always pursued?
I've always pursued, yeah. I make it very obvious I want to have...
Like, give me the signs. What's the obvious signs?
I'll just look over with flirty eyes, and
Oh,
then
so
I'll go in for the kiss, and I'll start undressing.
Okay. All right, we're on a date. Right?
Do you want to come back and meet my puppies?
That's such a good sign.
They're so cute. You're gonna love them.
Yeah. So you say, come over and meet the puppies. Do you have puppies?
Yes, I do.
All right. So
So funny if you didn't have puppies.
I've actually I haven't had that many one
Partners.
stands. Yeah, but I have had a lot of partners, but that's because of my work. Outside of it, no, I haven't.
How does he feel about your work?
Oh, he doesn't care, but I also haven't done anything with other men since I've been in the relationship.
But will you?
No.
Oh, okay. Was that something that he said?
No, it was actually me. I'm very much I have a tunnel vision, so when I like somebody, like, I lose interest in everybody else.
Interesting. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Now here's the thing. I actually really like Mia Malkova. She's got a great voice for podcasting and she seems heaps chill and easygoing. But if you've seen her body of work, I mean, the girl's done everything. So it makes it real hard for me to get behind her, you know? Geez, tough crowd. Anyway, how did I just bomb with no audience? But let's get serious for a moment. Girls like this are just walking contradictions. And the best part is when they realize that they don't actually have anything to offer because they've been so ran through. See, now she's just a shadow of her former self. Let me explain what I mean. Bobby was explaining that even though he's 52 years old, he's still active and ready to go when it comes to the bedroom, even though he can only commit to going once a day. But Mia is 20 years younger than Bobby, and, well, she just doesn't seem to have the same passion for the bedroom that Bobby does.
It does change, though, because I forget how old I am. I think I'm 31. 31. It's so different. My drive compared to my early 20s.
It's more now, no?
No, it's way less. Like I was a maniac in my early 20s, and now like I really don't care that much.
Maybe you did too much of it.
Yeah, I'm very jaded.
Yeah. Because they say women in their 30s is their peak.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, in their mid-30s is their peak. So it's like, yeah.
No, nothing gets me going. Like I'm not
Really?
perverted.
Really?
Nothing. Yeah, I feel like I've tried it all, like on camera. So like at this point, I'm just like, I like what I like, and it's pretty basic. So I'm just gonna stick to that.
Yeah.
That would be such a deal breaker for me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, wow. All right. So when your friend turns to you and says that it's a deal breaker, yeah, you know you've got a problem. And like she said, she's only 31 years old. Imagine being so ran through at such a young age that nothing gets you going anymore. Honestly, I find this stuff so wild, and it's because her whole identity is her looks, right? No one's tuning into her Twitch live streams to watch her gaming. They want to see one of the most famous adult film stars in the world just hanging out in her natural environment. But for her in the real world, guys would be interested in her because she's done everything and she'd be down for anything. But because she's done so many scenes, she's become so desensitized to all of it that nothing gets her going. And the worst part is how open and honest she is about it, all at the age of 31. Even her friend thought it was a massive red flag. Brutal. And as much as Bobby tried to hold back and just go with the flow, eventually she said something that hit a nerve with him. You could tell here that he was actually serious. He wasn't joking.
Well, I'm personality based.
You're not.
Oh, but I am.
You're not.
I am.
Stop. I'll tell you why you're not. I'll tell you why. All right. I'm going to say this, okay? Personality based.
But you have to.
In what way? Do you have to be funny?
Yes.
I'm way funnier than the guys that any guy you've seen.
Okay, it's not.
I'm going to say this, right?
You have to have
what I'm saying is I'm tired of hot chicks that go, I'm looking for somebody that has a sense of humor, right? But then I meet their boyfriends and there's this handsome Henry Cavill looking guy who's not funny at all. I'm just saying that's not what you're looking for. Because if you date Stavros.
See, again, that's the problem with these chicks. They're not made for podcasting. The last thing they should be doing is speaking into a microphone. Just listen to how Gabby responds when the conversation turns to her dating preferences.
How about you, Gab? What are you looking for?
I don't want to talk about what I'm looking for.
Why not?
I don't know. It's too complicated. I'm tired.
What do you mean? I revealed so much to you. You have to stare. It's not fair, man. What are you looking for, man?
I don't know, just a normal person.
Oh man, you can tell Bobby was like, dude, this is your podcast. You can't say I don't know and decline to talk about stuff, especially after you are the one who started the whole conversation by asking Bobby what kind of girls he's into. And that's when the dynamic started to change. Bobby and Mia are both into gaming, so the conversation veered into that direction, but Gabby just wasn't interested at all and had nothing to contribute to the conversation apart from her whining and general negativity.
Personalization's my favorite.
Yeah.
That's one of the reasons I'm so addicted to Pal Worlds is you can like completely personalize your entire base.
Yeah.
So I've been doing that for the last 2 days.
It's fun.
Not only my base, but the other server that I'm playing with other people. I've been like going around and fixing their bases too.
You can't put on certain like things like a landing pad or whatever if you're like on a
For your base.
for my outpost.
Yeah, and you want to maximize your space.
Maximize my space.
Yeah.
And also it's like you want the right like things like iron or whatever you were looking for, titanium or whatever.
You would love Pal Worlds.
Oh, really?
That's all I'm doing.
Yeah. So I like grinding in that way. So I need to have a game like that. It has to be like that. But Witcher 3, mind you, is still my top 5 of all time.
Yeah.
It's a great game.
I agree, but there isn't any personalization. It's very story-based. The thing that I love so much about that game is I love how beautiful the world is.
You love how beautiful an online world is, right?
It's actually not online. It's not multiplayer. But yes, it's
Wait,
a virtual
you have a problem
world.
with that? Gabby,
Look, I'm a very non-judgmental person. So
that was a very judgy thing that you just said.
So I'm just going to keep my mouth shut.
No, I don't know. I want you to open your heart right now and tell me what the you mean.
I genuinely couldn't tell if you guys are talking about you want to be on a mountain but see a beach in the real world or online. You know, because we live in...
Stop. We're talking about video games.
Yeah, I know. That's why I zoned out.
No, it's not online.
My mouth shut.
And then you told me
to open my heart, Bobby.
But in the Sorry.
It's okay.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I apologize, okay? We're talking about these worlds in the games that we play.
I know,
right?
that's why I was
Right,
my mouth
right. So
shut.
it's like, if you're thinking that like I'm building an outpost in Malibu for real, right? Are you out of your mind right now? A landing pad? Why would I want a landing pad? I don't have a spacecraft.
I genuinely have been zoning out for the
Yeah, well, you got to listen. This is your podcast.
I have no idea what you guys are speaking a different language.
Yeah, okay. But it's
So I was trying to be respectful.
See, here we go again with the red flags. Now, let me just say, I don't think she's that good looking, but obviously she's got a massive Instagram following, so she's generally accepted as being a 9 or a 10. But these kinds of girls justify their existence by virtue of their looks. So they'll happily sit there and spread their negativity, refuse to engage in conversation when, as Bobby said, it's your own podcast. And they justify it to themselves because they're pretty. It's like, why wouldn't you want me here? I'm pretty, so I'll just sit here and smile. Bro, it's a podcast. You have to talk. That's the whole point. And so Bobby tries to explain this to her without hurting her feelings by bringing up his recent appearance on JRE.
I did Rogan the other day, right? Joe Rogan. You have heard of him?
Okay, just quick flex. Go on.
Yeah.
Here we go.
No,
I don't want to
just
plug
did-
myself.
No, I just did it, and it's like there was an hour where he was talking about things that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
So I just pretend I know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
smile and nod.
Yeah, I just nodded. Oh, that's great, right? But that's not what you did. You went into your own mind, and you went into that cloud right now.
Look, if we were on a date, I would pretend to listen to what you're saying.
Yeah.
But like you said, it's our podcast, so I just zoned out.
And the redistribution of wealth was insane.
Yeah.
The redistribution of wealth to big corporations
Like
and
Gates
companies.
profited bad.
Oh
big.
my God,
I mean,
so
yeah.
many people did. Billions of
Yeah,
dollars
yeah.
was moved.
Yeah. Well, it just stresses me out. You want to talk about the movie?
Yeah.
Can we talk about the movie I'm promoting?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your movie, Bobby?
Oh, I'm barely in it.
And so the tension built up so much between Bobby and Gabby that he actually took it too far and he crossed a line. Just a quick trigger warning for any Australians watching, I'd honestly skip this next bit.
Because I care so much because I like to role play. So when I'm playing something, like I pretend that I'm in
Dude,
that
you and I are
world.
so alike.
Yeah.
But I feel like we're leaving Gabby out of stuff. So you want to talk about
No, I've actually
kangaroos
honestly
or
been
or
smiling
boomerangs
for
or
the
whatever
past 5 minutes.
whatever they talk about?
I'm trying to train my face to like
Do
react
you miss
in a way-
Crocodile Dundee
to react in a way that is acceptable.
or Steve
to me.
Irwin?
No, I've just been smiling.
Yeah.
You know?
All right, Bobby, here's the thing, brother. And I know you're out there listening to this, deciding whether or not to have Carlos copyright strike this video. You can joke about koalas, kangaroos, boomerangs, Crocodile Dundee, drop bears, whatever. Go for your life. Everything's trying to kill you in Australia. Yep, very funny. Okay, have a field day. But don't you ever talk about Steve Irwin's memory like that again. That is completely off limits. Honestly, I'm done with this, man. That's a line you just do not cross with Aussies. And shame on Gabby Epstein for just laughing it off like that and not defending Steve Irwin's honor. You guys can keep her, man. She's not welcome here anymore. That's it. I'm done. Shout out to my regulars. I know you guys would never disrespect an Aussie hero like that, so I hope you'll back me up on this one. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Apologies to any Aussies out there who got triggered by those uncalled for comments. Let me know if you need to talk or anything like that in the comments below, and I'll do my best to reach out to you guys. And if you haven't subscribed yet, consider jumping on board so you get all my uploads right there in your feed. That's it from me, guys. I'll catch you in the next one.
Okay, what's the problem?
I just said
That I'm
you're
too
not
aggressive.
listening. Just a little abrasive.
Abrasive. I
Again,
see.
not listening, but
I am listening. Oh, you want to talk about who's not listening?
Oh, no.
I mean, you want to play that game right now?
you know what? When you guys started that conversation up, I made sure I smiled the whole time.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't feel it inside,
Yeah.
I was smiling on the outside, and that's the best you could possibly ask for.
Okay, but this is your show.
I wanted to say welcome back to Impulsive, the #1 podcast in the world. Thank you guys for listening, watching, viewing, and subscribing.
Welcome back, guys. Hope you had a mad weekend. We're back with another video, and today we're gonna have a laugh. What's better than laughing at two dumbasses with no self-awareness to get your week started? The never-ending dumpster fire of Logan and Jake Paul is an endless source of cringe, and at this point, they're basically a parody of themselves. After attempting to brew yet another fake feud, Jake went on the #1 podcast in the world to chat to Joe Rogan about... let me do that again. Jake Paul went on his brother Logan's podcast Impulsive to provide us with yet another example of how fucking useless they are. And seriously, this is like shooting fish in a barrel.
You have a very large weak spot that he's exploiting. But when he tweets about anything other than Nita, no one cares.
Yeah,
it
but
doesn't
didn't
get
he-
good
didn't he-
engagement.
Wow, okay, at least let me finish my intro first, because today is a very special day. We've just hit 10,000 subscribers, and it only took us 10 weeks. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for coming back again and again to watch my videos. And so, hey, I was thinking when we hit 100,000 subscribers, I'll reveal my identity and do a studio tour for you guys, but only if you're interested. Maybe you guys don't give a shit, so let me know in the comments below, because I'll only do it if you guys want me to. Anyway, back to the two biggest dumbasses on the internet. Jake Paul starts us off with some insightful social commentary about young men and how broken we are. And he tries to make the point that Dylan Dennis is exploiting us broken young men to get clicks and views.
There are so many hurt males out there who can't get girls, and they're the ones who are like, yeah, like fuck girls, fuck women. I'm gonna do. I love what Dylan's doing here, and they know that they won't ever get a hot girl. And our society and culture and young men are hurting and are so hurt, and they're addicted to porn, and they have no way to interact with girls, and they text them and they're getting rejected, and then boom, boom, it's this never-ending cycle. And now they're finding a way out to unleash their hate through this super hateful, insecure male who is clearly a very hurt person.
Wow, that was deep. You know, it's about time we had a podcast like Impulsive to help young men drop their porn addictions and focus on self-improvement instead of promoting simp culture.
Actually, you know what? When you're done, take that mic cover off and give it to me.
sell it.
No, I'm going to put it on my fucking mic and I'm going to use it every...
She's doing it.
Oh.
That's amazing. Holy.
Literally without
Shit.
even any problem whatsoever.
It happened.
That was
Amazing.
fun.
Amazing. As Logan would say, talented.
These are the things I like to see on Impulsive. That's what we do, Riley. That's amazing.
That's some talent right there. But do you know what would be even worse? Actually dating a porn star and then giving everybody advice on dating and how to understand women. Yeah, that would be wild.
I hope guys that are watching this that feel insecure in their relationship can relate to it as well. Girls don't act like us. They don't act like us. They don't act like guys do. Guys are in a relationship and then they see the next hot piece of ass and they're like, oh my God, like I wish I had those today and that today and that today. The richest man in the world could hit up whoever's watching this girlfriend right now. And if it's a real one, she won't answer that message because she has a relationship with you. She has a mental connection with you. Women create this strong chemical and mental bond to their mates that is unbreakable in certain cases. And I know in LA we have difficulties with that and people cheat and all that kind of stuff happens. But for the most part, women are mates. They have a lifelong partner gene built into their DNA, into their code. And so even the way that she loves in the first couple months of this relationship is very indicative of the kind of person she is. She does not care how much money you have, how many touchdowns you threw, how much rap you've put out in the past year. She doesn't give a She looks at me as the alpha of alphas.
Is that true?
I mean, maybe I overwent a little bit, but
me, Mike's the #1 guy.
That's what the alpha is.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's some good advice right there. I guess we should all be happy for Mike for finding a real one. Whoever says Mike's relationship with Lana Rhoades was fake and just for clout doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about.
2.7 million subscribers on YouTube, 2 million of which because I've dated one of the biggest stars in the world.
Right.
I won't deny that.
Yeah.
Of course, I put the work in. I created the videos. I'm the reason why I have them. But yes, of course, I was creating content with a f***ing rocket fuel next to me, as the Nelk boys would say, clickbait, right?
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye, clickbait.
She was fucking
the biggest.
top
There was
tier.
never anyone like that.
I don't think in
There
sense.
has never been anyone like that, bro.
Yeah.
Like as a collaborator,
Insane.
there has bro. I don't care if you're one of the sidemen. I don't care if you're 2017 Logan Paul's collaborators. No one has ever had a plugin that was that.
Why do you think it was?
Massive.
Just because of where she came from in the like the.
No, it was a time when this was pre Sky Bree. This was pre the addition of those type of women into content.
Okay, I see what's going on here. So when Jake was talking about Dylan Dennis taking advantage of insecure guys who are addicted to porn and have no life, he was really talking about his brother and Mike taking advantage of insecure guys who are addicted to porn and have no life. Fuck, now I'm confused. Well, at least that relationship is behind Mike and he's moved on to be a better man and seek more meaningful relationships.
What the fuck?
Lana Rose is calling Mike. Answer. You could tell her I made you answer.
Who do you got, Dylan Dennis or Logan Paul on October 14th?
Logan Paul.
Oh my God. Also, you're live on Impulsive. I should have said that first.
Oh, fuck.
Is there any emergency?
No, and I definitely don't want to talk about what I was going to talk about.
All right. Have a.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, Lana. She was always very sweet.
She's very nice. I try to make sure that she's
No.
okay.
She's kind of like a meme a little bit in real life. She's such a character, you know. Like every time she calls you, I can't wait to see what's gonna come out of her mouth or go into.
No.
Fuck.
Fuck me dead, you couldn't make this shit up. So back to shitting on Dylan Dennis for exposing Logan's fiance, Logan starts reaching. He claims Dennis is mentally ill, that he's hurt, and he's just trying to hurt others.
Dylan's obviously damaged, and he may have some sort of mental illness that I empathize with, and he unfortunately, hurt people, and he's targeted an innocent bystanding female that has nothing to do with this fight, and people are latching onto it, but he's, at least at this point in time, tweeting 20, 30, 40, 50 times a day. I don't even know how this guy is training. And so we're going back and forth. They're like, well, do I even engage in this Twitter war?
You know, the funniest thing about this Nina Ugdal situation is that she spent years leaning in to being a skank. Dylan Dennis isn't trying to make her look like one. That was actually her shtick for so many years. She was this Sports Illustrated model who would say wild things during interviews. She's hypersexual. She's basically built her whole internet persona off of being a super horny girl next door who just wants attention from guys.
Like, all I want is like a big fat sausage just destroying my body.
So what the fuck is Logan talking about with this completely innocent bystander? She did this to herself. I really don't understand that. Logan really is a fucking dumbass. I almost feel sorry for him, but he kind of deserves it. And the worst part is, he moves from defending the indefensible to talking about consequences and taking responsibility for your actions. Yeah, like actually.
But these actions have consequences, right? His actions have a series of consequences. There's legal consequences that we'll see how it plays out. I have a feeling I know how it's going to play out. And then there's Logan consequences. You got to show up. You have to get in a fucking ring with me and face me man to man after everything you've said. And we're going to see just how valid you are, just how intense, just how much of a non-Twitter warrior, real fighter that you think you are. But we got to get the guy to show up. Because when you have this type of feedback coming in that you haven't gotten, you're going to do things that you normally wouldn't do. And he crossed a lot of lines in the process. He shot himself in the foot again with this legal situation, and he's going to shoot himself again in the foot when I fucking kill him. This is a fight game. Shit gets intense.
Ah, that's great. Logan Paul talking about legal consequences when he's in the middle of a massive lawsuit from his CryptoZoo victims who he owes millions of dollars to but is refusing to pay. That's some elite level hypocrisy right there. And if you thought the cringe stopped there, you couldn't be more wrong. Jake and Logan get into a heated discussion about people who know nothing about fighting calling them out for being shit boxers. That's right. 2 YouTuber boxers who've never had a real fight in their lives are calling people out for calling them fake fighters.
Who are you to be commenting anything about fighting? Do you know even anything about this sport, or are you a commentator? Do you engage in the activity? Something about combat, so many armchair quarterbacks. Why does everyone that watch fighting think that they know fighting?
Oh, he needs to throw the jab more.
This guy with potato chips fucking shirt up here with his stomach out like,
Hey, that's me.
yeah, you got to throw the jab more. Yeah,
It is true.
What are you talking about?
And it's such a big problem in the sport. I also think it's a larger problem in the sport because most boxing judges haven't fought in the ring or been in an actual fight. And so how could they judge whether or not a punch is more effective than the other one or where it's placed on the body? Do they know that certain body punches hurt more because in different areas, all of these things, the timing? Most boxers that watch a fight objectively would agree on the winner of it. Like, I don't think there's a lot of controversy amongst actual boxers on like who won fights.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Amongst real fighters, there's generally agreement around who won a fight and who lost. To the trained eye, these things are not matters of speculation. According to Jake Paul, they're objective matters of fact that are not up for dispute. Okay, cool. Got it.
You think because you lost a fight to Floyd Mayweather that you're better than me at boxing?
You said I won the fight.
In person, when I was watching it, I thought so. But then, yeah, watching it back, it's like, okay, I've had like a biased point of view, like sitting there in person.
This is the first time I've heard you say that.
Yeah, but because we never talked about
it. Switching up like that? The whole internet saw you repeatedly throughout the past 2 years say that I won that fight. And now you're saying the opposite?
Because I'm rooting for you. But like, if you want to know the truth, yeah, like I'm going to ride or die for you on my shield. Yeah, 100%.
Oh, fuck. Now I'm confused again.
Most boxers that watch a fight objectively would agree on the winner of it. Like, I don't think there's a lot of controversy amongst actual boxers on like who won fights.
Anyone who watches boxing regularly knows that Mayweather carried Logan Paul for 8 rounds. People keep replaying that part early on where Logan was just throwing haymakers, even though literally not one of them connected. Like, this shit is just insane. Floyd Mayweather is almost 50 years old and he's not even 150 pounds. Logan Paul is 200 pounds and he's still in his 20s. What the actual fuck is he bragging about? People said the same thing about Mayweather versus McGregor. A pro boxer doesn't always go for the knockout punch. They take their time, they're strategic, they use your weaknesses against you and take you into the deep end to finish you off. Just like Khabib in MMA. These clowns obviously don't know the first thing about real boxing.
Yo, Jake. People think I really suck at boxing, dude. Like, what about going 8 rounds with Floyd Mayweather led people to believe that I suck at boxing? What have I done wrong? Like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
I see videos. I see videos like if he's bragging about that, he's out of his mind. But before I fought Floyd, it was he's gonna kill you. You don't stand a chance. You're not a real fighter. And then I do it, and some motherfucker's still clowning. Like, what have I done?
I think being inactive
just makes
so you've lost like your momentum of the respect.
Fair.
But now it's time to show them.
No, fact.
It's just time to show them and shut them up. But also, like, it's this like fickle audience again who mostly doesn't know about fighting.
And the solution to this is apparently for Logan Paul to prove he's a real boxer by fighting an MMA fighter in a boxing ring. Bro. And as for Jake, the only real fight he's had was against Tommy Fury, and he fucking lost. If these Muppets are so desperate to prove they're real fighters, why don't they actually fight real fighters? And all this talk about teaching Dylan Dennis a lesson. You don't teach an MMA fighter a lesson by fighting them in boxing. If Logan Paul wants to get serious about calling people out and having real fights, he'll train in MMA and fight Dennis in the octagon. But we know he would never do that because he wouldn't last to the end of the first round. There's too much going on in MMA. There's too many things to think about. Don't get me wrong, boxing's fucking cool, but it's more of a sport for me. MMA is closer to real fighting because you're using your whole body and there's basically nowhere to hide. You can't just cuddle up to your opponent and wait for the referee to save you. Anyway, I've seriously had it with these clowns. They talk so much shit, and whenever they do something wrong, they just reset their moral compass and start again. It's like saying, I'll start my diet next week, and then drinking beer and eating pizza for the rest of the week. Their lack of self-awareness is out of control. And the worst part is they're constantly patting each other on the back and boosting their egos. To finish off the podcast, Mike tries to convince everyone that they're good people who've only made a few mistakes here and there, which might be true, but the problem is when these guys make a mistake, it's multiplied by 1,000,000 because of their massive reach. But they think they can just brush it off, keep moving, and put it down to a growing experience. That shit only goes so far, especially when you've robbed people out of their life savings and then refused to pay them back even after you've admitted that you fucked up. Yet they still sit around and brag about how rich and famous they are, buying $1,000,000 rings and making $1,000,000 bets. And if you try and call them out, you're just a hater. Shit's toxic as fuck. Anyway, I'm out, fam. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
I think we've always strived on this show to show a side of ourselves that we don't always love that much. If something comes out that portrays us as vulnerable or imperfect or...
Well, that's what I'm saying, Mike. Like, we are in a position where our lives, as a fault of our own or, intentionally, is here for people to critique. The big takeaway for me is, and Jake, you're so wise. You're the little brother, but in many ways, I think you're more emotionally mature than me, and you've given me a ton of like feedback on my character, my personal direction in life, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that, dude. Like, I am a severely imperfect human being, and sometimes I need to be re-railed and steered back in the right direction. And like, everyone in this room is here to help me do that, and sometimes I need to
help each other.
Yeah,
it's not just like, and everyone's severely imperfect. And like you said earlier, we are in the world of being criticized and watched and hawked, and people want to see us fall oftentimes. And we're just here to help each other, all as humans, get better, honestly.
It comes off like I am superficial as to me. I have a very probably not healthy and skewed view on men, right? Like, I grew up with a single mom. Like, I have daddy issues. I've talked about it. I think if I'm going to get married, which I want to do, there is a great chance that it doesn't end up working out. He like cheats on me and goes for a younger model. I know it's sad, but it's true. But it's true. Or maybe like I, find someone. It's a realistic thing.
All right, guys, welcome back to another video. Today I've got the latest episode of Simpulsive for you with their guest, Sophia Franklin. If you've never heard of her, it's probably because you're a completely normal human being living a completely normal life. She used to work for Barstool Sports under Dave Portnoy, probably quite literally, actually, and then she became the co-host of the Call Her Daddy podcast with Alexandra Cooper before she got dropped like a sack of potatoes. Now, here's a little nugget for you guys. After she refused to sign a new contract and left Call Her Daddy, her co-host Alex signed a $60 million exclusive deal with Spotify. Whoops, that's got to be one of the biggest L's in podcast history. And speaking of L's, let me just say this at the outset. As you know, I deal in the business of cringe, and I usually don't give cringe warnings. If you're a regular, you'll probably only recall me only ever giving them once or twice. But this episode of Simpulsive was so cringe, I actually considered not doing a video, serious, because I know a whole bunch of you will switch off before the end and ruin my stats. But I took a little break, I had a little walk around, took in some fresh air, and I decided that it was my moral duty to bring you this cringe, not just for the entertainment value, but also as a cautionary tale for all of you young fellas out there. This woman represents everything wrong with the modern woman, and I'm being 100% serious right now. Think of today's video as a public service announcement. So why don't I just show you what I mean? I mean, this hurt me more than it's going to hurt you, so I'm honestly doing this for you guys.
What do you look for in a guy when selecting a mate?
Is it their bank account? Can we please talk about this really quick? This clip went pretty viral.
Legitimately, I'm not joking. I have asked the last 3 dudes I've dated for their bank account info on the first date. I don't think it's weird to ask for that kind of information on a first date.
I don't judge people's actions. I look at the intention behind it. So, like, why do you ask for that?
Because I only want to date a wealthy guy that has money.
Valid. So you're getting straight to the point.
I think, I have a job. I'm very successful. So I think I have every right to be like, hi, are we on the same level or am I wasting my time?
You're crazy.
Do you see why all like the incel type dudes hate me? And then I'm also like, oh my God, have as much as you want. Like they hate
Well, is
me.
that portion, the bank account portion content, or is that true?
I'm going to go ahead and say.
No, tell the truth.
No, I am. I will bring it up on a first date. Genuinely.
You'll say what exactly? I have to know.
Can I see your bank account? Are you rich? Are you rich? How much money do you make? How much money do you have in the bank? And do you guys see how funny that is? You're hysterically laughing. If he's not into it, I play it off like a joke and I just seem like a crazy fun.
No, wait. I think it's kind of valid. You got to date some broke. I'm sorry.
Bro,
like,
that is in. That is in.
Like, if you want to
though.
do with money, if that's a thing that you want and you want to live a lifestyle that is luxury, if that's what you're looking for, fair question. I don't see the problem with it.
Yeah, you thought I was kidding, huh? So of course, this is the kind of girl that Logan would be into. She's built her entire career and public profile off her looks, and Logan's a dumb rich guy who would thirst after someone like her. It's kind of like a mutual validation situation. I mean, after all, both of them have daddy issues, right? But hey, why don't we suspend our disbelief for a moment and just listen to what the girl has to say, because maybe, just maybe, we're taking her words out of context. So let's give her a chance to explain.
I am so sick of people taking like a 10-second soundbite.
Sure.
And using it and rolling with it and just not including anything else.
Headline culture, no context.
And just
first glance
taking-
culture.
Yeah.
It's easy.
It's so annoying.
Yeah.
When I said that, I meant it. If they don't want to show me their bank account, I'll laugh it off. And if I really like them, we'll go on another date.
I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Oh,
You
yeah, he
wouldn't
doesn't
know.
even
Let
have
me see your
access.
phone. I'm sure
No,
I can
so I
pull
was
something
gonna-
up.
no,
You
so-
couldn't pull it up.
Okay, hang on. We'll get to Logan and Mike showing her their bank accounts in a second. But did she just say she's sick of people taking her out of context, but then qualified immediately by saying that she actually meant it?
When I said that, I meant it. 10-second soundbite.
Sure.
And using it and rolling with it and just not including anything else. I
Headline
said.
culture, no context.
And just
first
taking-
glance
Yeah,
culture.
yeah.
When I said that, I meant it.
Oh man, that is so rich. She went from a solid 8.5 to a 3.5 in the span of 60 seconds. Imagine being so fixated on a guy's bank balance to the point that you would literally ask him for evidence of his wealth on the first date. But then if he's not down with your toxic request, just proceed to laugh it off as some kind of sick joke. I don't know what's worse, being serious about it or joking about it to hide that you were serious. See what girls like this do to you. But anyway, we must press on because Logan and Mike are super excited to show her their bank accounts. She even has to help them figure out just where to look on their phones. And listen to Mike selling himself to her like he's flogging a used car or something. She has them right where she wants them. eating out of her palm.
So I was going to ask you.
Do you want me to look at yours?
Do I get a second date? Now listen. This is in combination with a very nice home, which I'm sure you know about because you probably do your research. Investment, so on and so forth.
Oh
my God, she knows the excuses. She knows you. Do I get a second date?
How do I know this isn't photoshopped? Yeah. I would give that a second date.
Do I? It's in the top right. You gotta like zoom.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no way you can say yes like that the same way to both of them. His should have got a more. His should have got a more resounding.
You asked me second.
His should have got a more resounding yes.
You asked me.
Well, what?
I am shocked.
What? How little it is?
No.
Oh.
I'm shocked that her reaction was so.
so similar.
Because this is the.
No, I think maybe because you know what?
What kind of
Sorry,
men?
can we
What kind
redo
of men
it?
are
Can
you
we
dealing
redo
with?
it?
No.
I'll jump on the couch for Logan's response.
No. For both.
Both of you guys.
What's the max
are
you've
very
seen?
successful.
What's the max you've seen in a bank account on the first date? Actually, scratch that. Max you've seen in a bank account. Let me see your bank account, guy. How much did they have?
I honestly 30 million maybe.
That's a pretty stuff.
Man, the ego on Logan is the size of an elephant. You could just see how dirty he was that she didn't give his bank account a bigger reaction than Mike's. This is like being back in high school all over again. But I will give her this. She does have at least some level of self-awareness. But the fact that she's so open about her red flags is kind of like a bigger red flag, if that makes sense. It's like, oh, it's okay. Sure, I'm the world's biggest gold digger, but here's why. See, I know why I'm a gold digger, so it's not so bad anymore, right?
This is the thing. It comes off like I am superficial as to me. I have a very probably not healthy and skewed view on men, right? Like I grew up with a single mom. Like I have daddy issues. I've talked about it. I think if I'm going to get married, which I want to do, there is a great chance that it doesn't end up working out. He like cheats on me and goes for a younger model. I know it's sad, but it's true. But it's true. Or maybe like I find someone. It's a realistic thing. Oh, I'm sorry, Mike. Marriage lasts forever.
I'm with you. But the way you are presenting this is great.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Let's just break this down for a minute. She justifies her desire for a rich guy so that she's taken care of in the event that him or her decide to run off with someone else. That way she'll actually get some money out of it? Is that what she's saying? That doesn't make sense. Maybe we'll come back to that one because she brings it up again a little bit later and she adds a few more bits and pieces on top. Just you guys wait. But let's quickly listen to Logan and Mike's assessment of where men are going wrong and how to fix it. Again, I apologize in advance.
I think we're definitely in a weird time where men specifically need better direction, need better role models.
They're just following, honestly, they're just following a very unrealistic model for what life looks like. I believe what we're seeing right now is the prevalence of this like guru mentality, which is basically like, this is how life should be lived in this very linear and vertical path, especially the way that I'm seeing it now explained by people who really haven't lived life. There's a couple of them that have, but there's a lot of them that are just kind of cornballs that sit in a chair and they're like, dude, don't do this, don't do this.
Okay, so two multimillionaire podcasters are sitting on a lounge with two mics across from one of the biggest thirst traps on the internet, telling us that we need more realistic role models because the ones we look up to now aren't giving us an accurate depiction of reality and how to live a normal life. Wow, we really are living in the Matrix, aren't we? Maybe Andrew Tate was right. Did you hear that, guys? That was the sound of my mind blowing in real time. Surely this can't get any worse.
What if this guy is that confident man? BDE. Takes you on a second date, third date, fourth date. You guys are going steady. You guys get so involved. No, and this is $30 million man.
Oh, okay.
And he goes, Sophia, I think you're my life partner. I'd like to marry you. As long as you sign this prenuptial agreement.
1,000,000%.
You would?
Yes.
Well, wait, hold on.
You guys aren't going to have a prenup?
Doesn't that negate everything you said?
Well, no, but the prenup will obviously still. What if
there's a good chance that this is the other thing. Men are scam artists. That's going to be a soundbite. That's going to end up being a soundbite watch. There's a lot of dudes that flex so much and have nothing.
Yeah.
That's the other
no, that's
thing.
99%.
Of
That's
Los
even most of the
Angeles?
no, it's even most of the red pill people that claim to be the leaders of the world.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's another reason why I'm like, let me actually see the bank account. Because you could be out here dropping, $1K on dinner and picking me up in a super nice car.
But then why is it important to you if you would also sign a prenup?
Because what if I end up being the one with all the money?
Well, not if Mr. $30 million man, verifiable bank account, shows up.
What if he gets in trouble for tax evasion and he me and I have to give up 50% of my assets? Like there's always a chance that something
This
like
seems
that
like seems like a wild scenario.
He
turns out to be Sam Bankman-Fried.
Look at the majority of billionaires or multi-millionaires. I don't think tax evasion's that crazy of a scenario.
Okay, first things first. I think it's pretty clear Logan doesn't have a prenup with Nina. Oh man, that's going to come back to hurt him real bad. But secondly, let me try and break this down and understand what she's saying. She wants to marry a rich guy so she can live a free and luxurious life, but she's happy to sign a prenup in case he goes broke or does something stupid, because that way he won't be able to touch any of her assets to pay his bills. So you're telling me that statistically 2 in 3 marriages collapse, and the woman gets to take half her man's stuff, but she's worried that he won't pay his tax bill, so she wants a prenup? Oh, she's really thought about this, huh? All right, so let's deep dive a little bit further down this rabbit hole, because Logan and Mike have a little riddle for Sophia, and her answer is insane. I don't know if I have much left of my mind to blow. Maybe this video wasn't such a good idea. I'm definitely regretting my choices now.
Are you willing to sacrifice your requirements in some other categories?
What do you mean?
Okay,
like if they're beat, this dude's like a 5.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got 30 million in his bank account.
If he's good in bed, then we're fine.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have a scenario for you.
Okay.
But I think you may have already answered, but I wrote this down. Would you rather marry a guy who is rich, buys you a ton of fancy shit like Birkins, brings you on dope trips, but cheats on you? Or marry a broke dude who can't buy you shit, but his tongue is called the Finder 4000. He beats up your because he's mad at the world and he doesn't cheat. No, forget the cheating. Just good. Shut up, Dylan. Did I ask you?
It wasn't your prop, Dylan.
Okay, so the second one does not cheat.
No, he don't cheat.
He broke his
He
hell.
loves you. Like literally, he sends you flowers on the most random days with little teddy bears that are holding like a tiny balloon.
I'm gonna say the first guy, and here's why. Here's why.
This is why the red pill community exists.
No. Listen.
Okay.
My mom has been
Shout out
the
Lola.
breadwinner. Shout out Lola, and not just because she's been single, so she had to be the breadwinner. She's been married a few times, right? And those relationships didn't last for various reasons. One of the biggest ones being that she was the breadwinner. That it's like a very hard dynamic.
Yeah, it is.
For men
That
and
is a
women.
weird
It
dynamic.
honestly is.
Did you hear Mike letting that slip there? That's why the red pill community exists. You see, that's when even guys like Logan and Mike start to realize how toxic girls like this really are. It's all fun and games showing off your money, cars, and houses to get girls like this, but when you dive deep into their psychology and they've been completely honest with you, you quickly realize there's nothing there. She's just good looking. That's it. And the worst part is she's fully aware of why she's like that, and she'll tell you as if it's a good thing that she's being open and honest. Just have a listen to this next clip and how Logan and Mike are basically done with her at this point.
What you can do, and this is another thing that like went viral, and I think the headline Daily Mail was like, embarrassing girl gives you a trick about what to, like, I don't even remember.
I love that you know that headline.
It was, the headline was so embarrassing, and this is what a girl does to show that she has options, which is why I like released that whole I have options clothing line, whatever. is to have the bartenders send you a shot. Or when the guy goes to the bathroom, have the bartender send you a drink.
Wild. You're a mind game.
toxic.
You're a
You
mind
might be
game.
a little
Yeah, are
toxic.
you toxic?
Why?
Are you toxic?
No.
Why did you put your tongue into the roof of your mouth when you said that like that, dude? That was
Because I want to answer honestly.
That's wild. But
I
okay,
probably am toxic without realizing it,
What-
which is really scary and worse. Which is worse.
No, you just said it.
subconsciously toxic.
You just
the
said it. You might be a
worst.
little aware of it, but that's crazy because that's when do the games end? That's insane. Yo, like you have to sit there and act like someone sent you a shot. You sent it to yourself.
I think that could be a fun thing to do. Why not?
Okay, when Logan Paul is asking you when the games end and starts calling you toxic, yeah, that's pretty bad. For a guy who's devoid of any moral compass, even he draws the line somewhere. The difference is it took him almost 2 hours to come to this realization, whereas it took most of us around 30 seconds. So then after Logan sat through this eye-opening experience, he decided to give her some relationship advice, which turned into life advice.
That's the issue is I think I am so jaded and trust issues and whatever that we all have, but I think I take it to a level where it's making it so I am not finding love, honestly.
That's exactly what's happening. I'm not a therapist. I actually could be a therapist, but I feel like you might need to do a little more soul searching or self-defining and find out like who Sophia is and what you value about yourself, what you're looking for, what you provide. Once you get to know, I think, yourself a little better, you're going to get to know what you're looking for a little better.
I agree.
Like I had this is funny, and some people have this. I had a list of what I'm looking for in a girlfriend.
Oh, like you wrote it out.
I wrote it out, like specific qualities. There's like 18 of them. Unrealistic as no chance any woman ever checks every box. Literally impossible. And I know this because I'd attempt to like find a person that was right for me. I found out who I was. I was ready for a long-term relationship. I yearned for that. I think I'm kind of built for monogamy a little bit for whatever reason. And so I made this list, and like time and time again, women were falling short. Like every time.
Because your expectations were unrealistic.
Very. And I'd have times where they'd fill out 15 of the qualities, and then one of them could ruin all of them. And that particular trait is self-awareness. If someone's not self-aware, I'm out. Like, that's the most unattractive thing in the world.
Yeah.
If they just can't read a room, they don't know how loud they're talking in a restaurant. Like be self-aware.
Right.
But then I found someone who filled every single box by the grace of God. And then I started adding qualities to the list, wife qualities, because this person was so great for me that she has qualities that I didn't even knew that I wanted or maybe even needed.
Oh, he was doing so well for a second there. Imagine Logan Paul being concerned that a girl lacks self-awareness. That takes the cake for me. And look, at the end of the day, Logan and Mike were fishing for shocking content. They baited her into saying a few things there. And for her, I think it's the same thing. She's putting on this character because it's so outrageous and unique, and she knows it gets eyeballs and just balls in general. But here's the problem. Where does the character end and where does the real Logan, Mike, and Sophia start? That's something that I think most people don't fully appreciate. You see, most people think that there's a clear distinction between the character and the person, but I don't think it's that simple. I don't even think they know where the one starts and the other ends. And I don't mean to get all deep and serious with you guys. I mean, we're just having a laugh here, right? But it kind of makes me feel grateful that I can just sit here and tell you all what I really think and not have to pretend to be someone that I'm not. That's worth something. These guys are trapped in these characters that, in a lot of ways, they've become. I don't know, for me that wouldn't be worth all the money in the world. Anyway, thanks for sticking it out with me if you're still here. I hope it was worth it. Drop a comment below and let me know what you guys think. And if you haven't subscribed, consider jumping on board so you get all my uploads in your feed. But that's it from me. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
I'll actually introduce myself, by the way. My name is Sophia Franklin, Sophia with an F, Franklin with a Y, from the Sophia with an F podcast. Hi, everybody.
Yo, no, I have an intro for you.
You guys just
I'm cruising in.
You started the show by saying, we're going to lose subscribers. This is not the show that people are going to subscribe to. In front of me, by the way.
No. I'm saying regardless of you, we are losing subscribers.
Okay.